People of Louisiana continue to recover from the massive floods over the last month.
Thousands of people were left without homes, and hundreds of cats and dogs that were saved from the floods ended up in shelters. Newswatch 12's Casey Kirshner spoke with a local group today that's taking in some of those rescues right here in Southern Oregon.
Workers from the Valley Humane Society took off from here this morning to head up to Hillsboro to pick up some new pets to bring back down to Southern Oregon.
We'll have 5 cats and 10 dogs.
Margaret Varner is the director of the Rogue Valley Humane Society. They've been getting ready all week to pick up the pets that were rescued from the Louisiana floods.
I's are dotted, our T's are crossed, making sure everything is ready for our babies to be safe and secure here.
They've partnered with the organization Wings of Rescue, who raised about $15,000 to be able to make the trip to the West Coast. Many of the animals that made the trip were in high-kill shelters and were at risk of being euthanized since they hadn't been claimed after the floods.
This is Elsie, Jack, Nave.
Now, these dozens of dogs and cats are going to shelters in Washington, Oregon, and Utah. This gets them away from that destruction in Louisiana, and now they get a second chance. For another Southern Oregon group, they know that devastation all too well.
What struck my husband and I the most was the enormity of this catastrophe. It was... we couldn't believe our eyes.
You may remember Patty and Chuck Albin, Red Cross volunteers who traveled to the flood zone just a few weeks ago. In that time, they handed out supplies to people who were left with nothing. Now they're back in Southern Oregon. It's hard for them to grasp how much destruction they left behind.
They're going to be needing help for a long time. This is not something that has gone away because the water has receded.
But thanks to volunteers like Albin and the people at the Rogue Valley Humane Society, people are still doing what they can to help this community recover.
We'll have a medical team come in, evaluate them, and once they're medically sound, we'll go ahead and get them out and adopted. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks or so.
The workers are expected to get back tonight around 8:30. In Grants Pass, Casey Kirshner.